What is up, everyone? All right, there we go. We are live. Let's go. Time to host this risk management class. Super excited. We got 30 minutes until we got to finish this class. Oh my goodness, the audio sounds crisp. Let's wait for some people to show up. Frank, Yogi, Bob, OC. Pumper is back. Hell yeah. Pumper is back, bro. I haven't posted a play in fucking like 7 months, bro. Relax. Can I turn up my mic? Yes. Let me know if you guys need my mic higher than what it is right now. Is it any better now? Hello? Is it better now? All right, bit better. How much higher do I need to make it? What about now? It should be good now, right? Hello? Discord opening, hell yeah. All right, let's get started, guys. 70 people watching, this is great. All right, sounds good to me. All right, guys, today's class. Am I echoing or not? Okay, I was about to say there's no way I'm echoing. But guys, let's get started. Risk management. So how many, you guys always hear risk management, this, risk management, that, but no one ever actually tells you in depth. They're always like, oh, manage your risk size in the small, have a 10% stop. They say some BS, right? That you always hear over and over, but you never really even get to learn, you know, how to manage your risk properly, right? No one does. Everyone always talks about risk management, this risk, it's so important, blah, blah, blah. It is important, but no one ever shows you examples. No one shows you anything about how to set a stop loss, how to set your take profits, whatever, right? So hopefully you guys are going to learn something new here. So let's get started. So elements of this class. Here's what we're going to be going over today, guys. We're going to go over risk management. That includes what I personally consider take loss or profits. Risk management is very, it's to each their own, right? Something that works for me will not work for you. Maybe it won't work for you. Maybe it will, right? So you have to understand that I'm just laying out a little foundation for you guys, so then you guys can build up your own plan from that. How to plot out risk according to account size, how to prevent blowing up an account, and understand the importance of scaling in and out of a trade, and how to follow through a position with conviction. All right? Table of contents. We're going to go over risk management. I'm going to give you guys an assignment. We're going to go over some goals and some features. And it's very important to have goals in trading, guys. You need to have goals so you have something to look forward to. So ready? Say someone tells you this, like, yo, go run, right? And you're just running. You just keep running. And then in the back of your mind, you don't know what you're running for. You don't know why you're running. You have no idea where you're going. You're just running aimlessly, right? That's trading without having a goal. You need a goal in trading. So say you're just trading. What are you trading for? Do you have a why? Do you have a reason to trade? Like for me, I wanted to retire my parents, right? So say I had $1,000 account. What's my goal? Obviously $1 million, but set it small first. All right, I'm at 1,000. I want to be at 2,000 by the end of next month, right? Say you're trading slowly. And then you have a $2,000 account. You're like, all right, my goal is $10,000 by the end of this quarter. So don't set monthly goals, right? And the way you set your goals is very, very important as well. You need to have your goals set in a way to where they're achievable. You know you can achieve them 100%. You write them out, but don't give yourself a small time limit. Don't be like, oh, by next week I want to do this. By this month I want to do this. Have it quarter by quarter. So this quarter just started, quarter 3. We have until October 1st, right? So from now until October 1st, what do you guys want to accomplish? Right? You're going to write out what you want to accomplish, and you're going to write out your goals as if you've already earned it. So for me, say I'm like, all right, I want to make $500,000 by October trading, right? Instead of writing, I want to make, be like, I earned $500,000 by the end of quarter 3, right? Manifest, I hate that word, but put it out as if you already earned it. Because when you do that, you've already conditioned your mind to be in a winning mentality. Right? You already have a winning mindset when it comes down to having your goals. It's not just, oh, I hope I can hit this goal. I want to hit this goal. It's, yo, I've already hit this goal. I'm just following the path to hit it now. You have that winning mentality, right? So then what you want to do after that is, once you have your goal set, you want to write out a specific week by week plan on what you plan to get there. And don't be like, I need to be at this dollar amount by this day, this dollar amount by this day. No, it should be, all right, this is what I'm going to improve on. I'm going to figure out what I need to improve on. I'm going to work on it. By this time, I want to have a clearer idea of what I want to do. So say it starts out with risk manager. All right, I'm going to watch this risk management class. I'm going to take notes. I'm going to review those notes over the week. I'm going to come into Monday I'm going to come into the first week of July trading. I'm going to slowly size in, and I'm going to follow my risk management rules that I set during the weekend after watching Shinobi's class. That's just a random example I'm giving out. Okay? So that's one right there. So let's get started. Number 1, stop losses. And I want to go over why I personally do not use hard stop losses. Okay? So the way I host, and by the way, guys, this class is taken straight out of the Discord. So these are classes we host almost daily. So this is just one of those, and I felt like everyone could learn from it. So number 1, stop loss. Why I personally do not use hard percentage stop losses. And what do I mean by hard stop losses? I mean, like, I'm not holding for negative 10%. Oh, I'm out. Negative 20%. I'm out. Negative 30%. I'm out. I will stay in my trade until it gives me a reason to hop out, right? I need a reason for it. If my trade invalidates, then I'll hop out of the position. Otherwise, I'm going to stay in the position, right? So introduction, what's a stop loss in general? A stop loss is an order placed with your brokerage to buy or sell a specific stock or option once that specific stock or option reaches a certain price. So this stop loss is designed to limit your loss on any sort of position, right? So say you're in a stock, you set it for 10% below the price you bought in at. If it goes down to that level, it'll execute and it'll stop you out. All right. So right here, you'll see this is the importance of having a stop loss, right? You buy in, it's going your way. Oh, this is where you buy in. It's red now. You have a stop loss here. That previous resistance or turn support as your stop loss. You stop out here and then it continues down. You just avoided that entire downside by having a proper stop loss. Now, you're probably wondering, Shinobi, do you set stop losses with your broker? No, I keep a mental stop loss. I'm only in 1 to 2 positions at a time. I don't enter 5, 10, 15 like some other people. I'll enter a position lightly and I'll be able to manage it properly. And I know, okay, this is what I'm looking at the chart, right? Brandon, you already know about getting faked out. The way I teach you guys the supply and demand strategies that I've taught you guys, it's almost impossible. Like 9 out of 10 times, if you have to stop out, it's going to be for a reason. And then the best thing about supply and demand is you can flip. Trust me, I'll go over all this. All right. So yeah. And the reason we have a stop loss is because how many people type 1 in the chat if you hold your red trades for negative 50%, but the second you have a green trade, you sell really early. You sell for 5%, 10%, then it ends up running 100%. Type 1 in the chat if that's ever happened to you guys. Oh my goodness. Look at the chat just spamming. Everyone, it's happened to everyone. It happens to the best of the best. It happens to me, happens to Umar, it happens to everyone. Zach Mars. You'll sell and then it'll rip. And then you're like, fuck, I should have held. Right? Oh my goodness. Yeah, guys, don't worry. Just by looking at the chat now, everyone look at the chat. You guys already can tell you're not the only person going through, these struggles. Everyone as a trader faces them. Right? Everyone as a trader faces them. So just know that you're not by yourself when you're making these mistakes. Everyone makes them. Everyone, not just you. So don't beat yourself over. So right, look, selling your winners and holding your losers is like cutting the flowers and watering the weeds. And one of the legendary investors, Peter Lynch, said this, which is so true. You sell your winners and then you hold your losers like they're ever going to be a winner again. And he couldn't have said it better. It's like watering the weeds and then cutting the flowers. Right? It makes no sense. So how are we going to combat that, right? How are we going to go about changing that and making it better for us as traders and investors? How are we going to, set our stop loss, and why are we going to set our stop loss, and all that we're going to go over right now. So why should stop loss be based on key levels or a setup invalidation, right? Most people set it percentages. So negative 10% on options makes no sense in my opinion. I feel like options percent loss can stop loss out due to IV. You could get stopped out because the IV drops, right? You could stop loss because theta decay. Like you're in 0 DTs, it's been 15 minutes, the stock is just staying there, you're down 15%, right? And then the stock makes the move and never invalidated the setup and it just continued higher, right? A percent stop loss could provide where you could average down at a support. Say sometimes you get, if you were following a negative 10% stop loss, right? You hop into a position and it's a perfect area to add more to your position, scale in more, right? But instead you stop out. Why? And because you're holding a negative 10, 15% stop loss. It doesn't mean have your losses super, super wide, but we're going to go over this, all right? Play is still intact due to being at a support level or whatever. The setup is intact. There's no reason to hop out of the trade. And this is why you'll sell out of the trade and then it rips afterwards because you stopped out, right? So I'll give you guys a perfect example here. So you guys know we like playing zones. This is just the example, like for most of the Discord, because they were playing levels at the time. We had a level here, right? It's an area of support. You enter the short position here on the candle break, right? Say your stop loss would have been if it broke right back above that line. You would have gotten stopped out right there, right? This candle would have stopped you out negative 30%. But you're still in because the setup is still intact. The candle didn't close above that level. So it comes down. You're up 20, 30% here. It pulls back. You're probably thinking, oh, fuck, it broke above the level. Let me sell out, right? Why would you sell out? The setup's still intact, right? If anything, it's rejecting the EMAs. It's rejecting that level. This is a perfect area to average down, right? You re-average down, then you hold it to your take profit level, right? It works perfectly. So you enter a short, you average down, and you catch a nice move to the downside. Very, very simple. And this is showing you why I personally don't have a hard stop loss, like a negative 10, 15% stop loss. For this exact reason. All right, my bad, guys. My sister came. Can you guys hear me still? Hello, 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 hello. All right, let me know if you guys can hear me properly. My bad. My sister came. She was dropping something off, so I didn't want her to mess up. Large. All right, so guys, here's my answer to that, right? So first, let me read this off for you guys. I know you guys can't see it because of my face cam, so I'll put my face cam here for now. Stop loss should not be based off of a percent risk, in my opinion. I personally like to use a stop loss on a key level or an invalidation of my zones nowadays, right? If I enter a support break, I will hold my option until the stock shows signs of a reversal past a certain point of the chart as outlined in the last chart, right? We will now be looking at different charts and seeing them how I would have played them throughout the day. So I'm going to go on to TradingView, and I'm going to give you guys some live examples of how I would have traded certain things. So really quickly, so I'm saying, oh, I use hard stop losses on my small account. Small account is not an excuse, by the way. I hate when people use small accounts as an excuse. Oh, I have a small account, I can't do this or that. Everyone starts with a small account. No one, unless you had rich parents, hopped into the markets with fucking 50K. No one. Right? No one, ever. So we're going to use an example. So what I would do is just size for 0 every time. You hop into a play, you could see it go to 0, you'll be fine. Why? Because when you hold a negative 20% play, negative 15, 20, 30% play, it doesn't hurt you as much. It doesn't hurt your account because you're sized for 0. Say your normal position size is, let me show it to you guys here actually. Guys, everyone pay attention now, right? So say your normal position size is $1,000, right? And your stop loss is usually negative 20%. Right? Your stop loss is negative 20%. That means your stop loss is negative $200. Say the play went negative 30%, right? Because it's 0 DT. You stop out for negative $200, and then the play goes plus 150%, right? You missed out. And what could you have done to prevent that, right? What could you have done to prevent that altogether? So me personally, what I would do is instead of sizing with that original 1,000, right? Your original position is $1,000. Your stop loss is $200. Just enter with that $200. You hop into that $200 play, right? Now you're probably gonna be like, oh, dude, my gains aren't gonna be as big, blah, blah. Shut up, right? Like, that's what it is. Put your ego to the side. If you're not making any money in the markets, if you're red for the year, if you're whatever, there's no harm in trying a new strategy. Even if you're making less money, you're making money rather than losing, right? And that's what a lot of people don't understand is they're like, oh, dude, my gains won't be as big. Yeah, so your losses won't be that big either, right? So look, $200, right? That's your entry. Your stop loss, you could see it go to fucking negative 100%. And the best part is that you're used to seeing negative $200. That's your normal stop loss. But now, instead of being stopped out at negative 30%, since you're holding for 0 until your setup invalidates, you're holding it. You make 100% on the play afterwards because where you wouldn't normally stopped out, you held the position because the setup was still intact. And notice I'm not just saying just sell, hold to 0. I'm saying as long as the setup is intact, right? The setup's intact. You make 100%. You made $200. That's more than what you would have made if you had your stop loss with a larger position size. Is everyone following along? You guys understanding what I'm trying to say here? So instead of just going in super heavy or with a normal position size for 0, right? Have a stop loss, right? Not based off anything else except for that, you know? All right, so now we're going to get started on this. I'm going to show you guys how I would have played, or how I did play most of these things with our supply and demand zones, how I would have used my stop loss, how I would have managed my risk and everything. All right, I love you too, YSL. I don't know who you are, but I love you too. All right, guys. If you guys have been showing up to the streams, if you guys have been showing up to every stream, watching all the YouTube videos, you guys know exactly what to where our entry is, where our stop loss is, right, and where our take profit would be at this point, right? We can draw them out. So these bright green lines, they all stand for something, right? Now I'm gonna give you guys a little assignment. I'm gonna put numbers at all of these places, and I want you guys to tell me, based off this zone here, what number is my stop loss, what number is my entry, what number is my target price, and which one is my second target price. Okay, so you guys are looking, there's 4 numbers. One of them is my stop loss, one of them is my entry, one of them is my take profit, and one of them is my take profit in level 2. So I want you guys to tell me which one it is. Guys, this green tea tastes like shit. This shit tastes like terrible. One is our stop. All right. One is our stop loss. This is our stop loss. This is our entry. These two are our price targets. Now we're going to go over why. You hop into the position here, right? You enter on this rejection. It goes higher, right? It goes higher. 4 points higher on 0 DT, you're already down 15%. You would have stopped out negative 10, 15%. You're done. I wouldn't have stopped out. My stop loss is up here. It's like a 10-point zone on ES. So the reason I would have stayed in. Do I use Heikinashi? No, bro. Does it look like I use Heikinashi on my chart? You've been asking this. Look at the chart. You see black and green candles pretty much, right? You see 2 different color candles. Does this look like Heikinashi right now, my friend? Just made me forget what I was going to say. Anywho, I would have stayed in because our stop loss is up here. And the reason we can afford to have a stop loss up there, why? Is because we sized properly. right? We sized properly. We know instead of going in with $1,000, you only enter with 200, and you catch this entire move to the downside. Reload $200 at the demand. Stop loss down here. Boom. Bro, like, see, guys, Mike, did you not watch the entire class? Where would your percent stop loss be at? I literally just went over why I don't have a percent stop loss. I have it based off the chart, and I size for 0 for most of my plays, so I can afford to see negative 100%, which it would never hit because I would invalidate my setup, and then I would hop out. The zone. The zone is the stop loss. Up here. This line here is the stop loss if it invalidates that. All right? So there we go. That's a live example. And I took this trade on Friday. I showed it to you guys last class and everything. So taking profits. Why we always trim at 10%. Why do I always trim at 10%? And that's what a lot of people don't like about me and how I trade. And people try making fun of it. They're like, oh, Shinobi takes profit at 10%. Well, I'm also profitable. You know, I'm a profitable trader. I make money trading, right? I don't go for 500 to 1,000% plays every single day and then, you know, lose money trying to go for that. I always take profit. I trim at 10%. And I'll show you guys right now if you guys don't believe me. Let me go into the Discord here. Show you guys this right now. Look, in SPX 38.25 lottos at 45, out at 20%, right? Look at this. Trailing stop. Look, contracts, I hopped in 2.5. They're at 2.75, 2.8, 2.9, 2.95. Out 2/3 at 3, right? Out at 10%. Or trailing stop is at 10%. All right, trailing stop hit. These were at 20%. Then you'll look at these. Out at 15%, out at 12%. Where else? 20%. Small trim at 10%. Trimming small at 15%. 20%. Like, guys, when I say I take 10%, I really mean it. I post when I sell, and then you guys will see that I sell most. I trim at 10%, and I have a really good reason to why, and I'm going to show you guys that right now. The only reason is that I'm profitable as fuck, right? Like, I hate sounding cocky, but everyone who tries talking shit about taking profit at 10%, who's going to call you a fucking bitch for taking 10% profits, ask them to show if they're green on the year, and then tell them to fuck off, right? Because they're not. And go here. Introduction, taking profit. So in finance, taking profit just means you're selling your asset, mostly shares or your options, right? And then once you're in a profit, you sell. That's literally what taking profit is. It's very simple. Here you guys have you long here, take profit long, take profit long, take profit, whatever, right? Trimming at 10%. First things first, it's an amazing habit to start. Seeing profit as little as 10% and you start taking them, right? Right? What does that mean? It sets you up long term because you're going to be able to trade chop. You're going to be able to trade shitty markets because you know how to take a small win, right? Obviously, all right, guys, tell me, type 1 if you'd rather be this person, right? You'd rather be the person who knows how to take profit at 10% and hold during a trend market, a market where you know you can get 100%, 200%, right? But you're also able to take 10%? Or would you rather be the person who's trying to take 100% on every play and then blows accounts and reloads it every single fucking day? Okay. There you guys go. That's all you need to know. Next time someone tells you to talk shit about you've taken 10%, you tell them I said that. Right? What do I mean by that? Being able to put greed aside and start to trim at 10% puts you in a really good position for the future. Because you're going to be able to take green every single time before a play even goes red. So if it does go red, what can you do? You can use those 10% profits you just used to trim to average down or average into your position, right? This allows you to have more capital on dips if they occur, right? You trade around a core position. So say you have 5 contracts, right? 5 contracts core position, 5 outside position. So that means you have 10 contracts in total, right? You have 10 contracts in total. What are you doing? You have 5 contracts that you're holding for the full move. And the other 5, you're going to be scaling 10, 15, 20, 30%, right? Whenever you get them. And then when it dips back to a nice entry, you're going to use those profits to reload those outside contracts. And you just hold the core position for the full move. So you're basically trading around a core position, right? Making profits on the sides and using that to boost your core position up. You just sell the other 5 in increments on rips and add with profits on dips while maintaining the core position for the full move, right? trimming. Guys, my 10% are $1,000. I go in 10K into a position, I make $1,000 every 10%. Everyone will get there, right? Do I record these for the premium group? Of course. Of course I record them for the premium group. Already knows all this stuff, guys. The people that are joining. All right, guys, by the way, the premium group opens in 6 minutes. The people who are joining it, you're going to see how positive the community is. You go in there, you don't know what you're doing. Bro, everyone is racing to help you. All right? Everyone's racing to help you. Everyone's going to fuck with you. Right? So if you guys don't understand this or you need any recordings, they'll literally send you the link whenever. And we have like 10 staff members that'll literally run to help you. And I already did this. So yeah, that's that. We'll be looking at different charts. We already looked at the charts. But that was the class. Does anyone want me to go over anything that you might not understand before the premium group opens up? We open up in 5 minutes. Who's hyped? Who's ready to join today, bro? Who's hyped today? 100 spots. It's going to be fucking awesome. Right? I'm so excited. I'm super excited. Like, the amount of people that have been DMing me. There's only going to be 100 people who join. But I'm so excited to see some new faces in the fucking community, bro. Super excited. Can we get early access for joining a class on site? Nah, dude. I can't. Guys, I can't give you guys early access, bro. I can't give you guys early access or early bird spots. That's what the wait list is for, guys. If you're on the wait list, right? You join the wait list. we got the countdown, boys. No, but if you're on the wait list, that's the best you'll be able to do, to be honest. The wait list is literally where you get to the wait list is everything. Right? So, you join the wait list. The thing is, I don't even think last other few times wait list didn't fill the spots, and then we had to post it on Twitter. But this time we had so many people. We had over 3,000 people on the wait list. And in 3 minutes, it's going to open. First 100 people are going to be able to get in. Do I get an email? Yes. So right at 5 o'clock in 4 minutes, right when this timer runs out, you'll get an email to join. And then, yeah. And do you use hotkeys? I use a Stream Deck. And I use Webull to trade. I don't even know about waitlist. Dude, if you guys didn't have the waitlist, you could still join it, I think. Here you go. Last minute as hell. Live countdown here. Who's excited, man? And yo, guys, before, tweet at me if you guys enjoyed this class. If you guys learned something, tweet at me. Be like, #consistent crusaders. Shout out Shinobi for the class. Learned something new about trading or risk management. No one ever taught me risk management, and Shinobi just taught it to me today. Did you guys learn? I don't draw my zones with pre-market. I draw them with pre-market off, and I draw them the night before, and I change them in the pre-market. Did you guys learn anything new with the risk management class? Because, guys, hold on. So, right now, we restarted our entire education section. I want to show it to you guys. Before, we used to have a lot more stuff, but recently, if we go here, you guys can see, boom, all recorded. And all of these things have a class for it. And then we go into session recordings. All the sessions are in these Google files. You can listen to the sessions. Where else? We have the entire trading course coming, guys. The trading courses. Holy fuck. How many minutes do we have left? 1 minute. All right. And then let's go into the, where else is it? Testimonials, if you guys don't believe us. Say real quick, I've been here for 2 months, went from knowing nothing, blah, blah, blah. This guy's leaving because he's a profitable trader by himself. This guy, he was red, then he was green. Look at this, bro. Everyone's banking. Let's go here. This was his first green month. He was losing 1K, 700, 3K, 1K, and they made 15K with us. Or 20K in May with us. I'm excited. I'm so excited to see some new faces. Let me ask these people. Oh, he's already excited. Guys, 1 minute left. Supply and demand and tape reading is going to be out tomorrow. Umar's in here? What the fuck? Yo, Umar's in here. All right, yo, guys, let me... Umar's in here? I don't even care. Not playing. Oh. Umar's here. Like, you guys know, like, when you're in high school, you're passing by a girl, you deepen your voice, and you're like, yeah, everything's good. All right, guys, 37 seconds until we launch. Guys, good luck. Tweet at me if you guys get the chance to join. Love you, boys. Good luck. Can't wait to see you guys in the chat, man.